Alright, so I've already opened the game to make sure that loads and stuff. There is an opening scene, which does replay when I open a game, so starting off on a blank screen. I'm gonna go ahead and press play now, and it's gonna be super loud. I have not adjusted the audio yet, so prepare your ears. So prepare mine. It's so loud.
Hello, and welcome to Humankind OpenDev. My name is Jeff Spock. I'm the narrative director of the studio, and I'd like to welcome you on our journey of co-creation and co-design with the community. Amplitude has been doing this for about 10 years, but with Humankind, we wanted to do something a little new and a little different. So we're going to start OpenDev with a series of 3 time-limited scenarios that you'll be able to play over the next few weeks. Now, obviously, Humankind is a much bigger game. These scenarios are specific to OpenDev and are tailored to show and get feedback on just a very limited set of features and mechanics that will be part of the final game. After you've played the scenario, we'll ask you for responses to a series of questions that the game designers put together so you can help us make Humankind the very best historical strategy game. We're looking forward to hearing from you. We hope you enjoy playing the game. Together, let's see how far we can push Humankind.
They got all their games down there in the bottom left. Alright, so also earlier there's a disclaimer saying that this is basically a pre-alpha, not representative of the final game. It's basically, as you just said, it's a scenario of something that they have in mind right now. I guess for how they see the game going right now. Small snippet, and based on feedback from this open dev that are doing with people who filled out the survey and got selected. Um, but based on the feedback from the players, they'll shape the game a little bit, and I guess maybe based on that, make I don't. They said over the next few weeks, so I don't know if they already have 3 scenarios chosen, and they're gonna shape it based on those and do another round of this in the future, or if they're going to take the feedback from this, change the game a little bit, and then that'll be scenario 2, and then once again for scenario 3. But that aside, let me check the settings real quick. Uh, Full screen. It feels like it's hold up. It's already borderless full screen, so that's interesting. It's set to full screen, but it's full screen windowed right now. That's interesting. Quality level. Ooh, I'll go beautiful. Lock cursor. No, thank you. Enable sound. Thank, thank you. I don't know why that'd be off by default, but okay. Ooh, yes. I mean, I have 7.1 surround sound, but okay, I'll take 5.1. Headphone mode. Increase the period of silence between music tracks. I do not like a lot of silence between my music in these games, so I'm going to turn that down. Let's go with a minute. A minute, I think, feels good. No, I think it is a game that requires a lot of thinking. Sometimes I do like the lack of music in between. Give me some time to think about the music. Like while I'm working, I have Amazon Echo playing music sometimes. Sometimes I turn it off when I really need to concentrate. I think 60 will be good for now, though. Turn this down on my own system because it's super loud. Actually, just turn it down here. Turn it up a little bit more. Turn it up in Streamlabs real quick. Oops. No, take back to the settings. Auto save. Auto focus on next available army. Sure. Speed of battle animation. Let's keep that at normal for now. Tutorial on. UI, English, okay. Not implement yet, alright. That's fine. Construction queue. If enabled, clicking on a pending element of the construction queue will allow you to reorder its position in the queue. I think the default is probably click and drag. I'll keep these keys as default. Alright, let's get this started. Towers of Babylon. Discovery, small steps, and growth. Standing at the center of civilization, Babylon is, was, and always will be one of the greatest cities the world has ever seen. It is your turn to write a chapter in its glorious history. How will you be remembered? So this is expected to take about 35 minutes. Let's go ahead and start. Classical era, Babylonians, originally a modest Mesopotamian city, Babylon, okay. Well, that's some cool history right there for those who have time to read it. For those who perhaps do not have a solid state drive. Towers of Babylon. Let me tell you the story of this glorious city. How it began, how it expanded, how it thrived, how my nose itched. Long ago, Babylon was little more than a dusty square in a smattering of market stalls. But its people had big dreams. Grow Babylon, explore its environs, and settle new lands. Expand a fortified city. The fate of Babylon is in your hands. Objective, raise a great city of many souls protected by many armies and whose influence stretches into new lands. So, I didn't learn much about Babylon in school. We very briefly discussed it as potentially one of the first great cities in the world. Um, but that we also were told that there's not much known about them, so we kind of just moved on. Um, and yeah, that was that. So, okay, so A does not do anything. D moves down. W does not do anything. Or W, S moves down. I mean, D moves to the right. All the arrow keys work fine though, right? And then I can click to move. Yeah, that movement of the arrow keys is way too slow. Um, all right, so what am I doing? Where's the tutorial? So the game ends in 29 turns. All right. Science mode. This mode will convert industry and money production to science in the city. This mode can be deactivated at no cost after 5 turns. Alright, so what does it want me to do? Hmm. Alright, so that's discovery, kind of like in Endless Legends. So I'm guessing that's my army. And that's my city. Infrastructures when the construction list, within the construction list as well as units and extensions, you'll also find infrastructures. Each city can only build one of these special buildings, and they are not placed on the map, but they will directly improve the city. They interact with quarters and other game entities in unique ways. Read their descriptions and plan your construction accordingly. Alright, so I don't know how the other units and extensions work, but that is kind of making me feel like it kind of works like Civilization. At least Civ 6, that's the only one I've ever played, which I something I like more about Endless Legends. Uh, that was a downside of Civ, that you had to actually put stuff on tiles in the city rather than just being like, okay, here's improvement to the city. Doesn't take up any extra space. It allowed you to do more and keep on building up more, which for long-term games was, made it more fun in my opinion. Because I wouldn't basically be locked at after a certain amount of time due to a lack of being able to place things down. All right. All right, let me hide that one, that tutorial. All right, so those are the constructions. All right. It's basically just generating more science, so that generates more food for researcher. At astronomy house, that's interesting. More science per rotation. Farmer's quarter. That's pretty cool. Plus one researcher slot. Okay. That's something I need to worry about right now, though. Is that where I can? Hmm. Alright, let's send you over there. Animal remains. Alright, I guess I should construct something at least. Farmer's quarters, baker's quarters. Do I have to place it? Okay, so that's the city limits right there, I guess. And it kind of feels like, oh, that's the city limits, but perhaps not. Is that just my vision? I'm just gonna make the assumption that they're still working on the tutorial. At least because this has not given me like any guidance yet. It's been a while since I played a 4X game. It's been about a year since I played Civ. Uh, Not quite a year actually, maybe like half a year. Plus 4 food per number of territories. Well, I only have one territory right now. Plus 2 money per or territories. What's this? A strategic resource. Sabu Sakwasti. Ah. So basically just fighting unit and scouts. Alright, I want an astronomy house, which gives me more food for each researcher I have. Alright, this up here feels familiar with the other games, at least. Also something I thought was cool, I could move my people over up here for what I want to put them on. So it's like 4 population per person assigned, 4 science per person assigned, etc., and all stuff in between. What's that stability? Set food, industry, money. Like move that over here and get industry, extra industry instead of food. Food lets me get more people. If I remember correctly, food also determines how much. Okay, so if you don't generate enough food, your city will stagnate or end up starvation. So if you generate too much food, if you have surplus, you'll get more people. If you don't have enough, then people die off. Um, Otherwise, it'll basically evens itself out, reaches equilibrium at some point. Stability, what do you do? As a current stability city, it changes progressively to reaching a cap. The stability of each city defines the political stability. Under control, in a state of under control, the people are quiet. The state will remain as long as your settlement political stays between 30% and 9%. So what if it's more than 90%? Okay. That's interesting. That's something I can control more now. I remember in the other games, if you expand it too much, your people would get upset and lose their happiness. But now I can assign people to stability. Okay, I guess I can't do that yet, but it looks like I could do that in the future and get my stability up so that people are less likely to leave. That's cool. The industry, that's basically just building stuff into town, money, buy stuff. That's obvious, which looks like dust as it should, and amplitude game, and science that's just for research. Right. So let's see, where do I want to put this? I want to put it near some food areas. Maybe down here? Or over there? Put it right here for now. I'm gonna want more food. Put that there. That'll also give me more science once that's built. For now, I'll focus on food. I need to select a research. Ah, here we go, technology screen. This is what I want to look at. Oh boy, how is this set up? From left to right? Yeah, okay. Commons quarter. So that gives me influence and stability. Research quarter, that just gives me science. Granary gives me food for territory. Okay, domestication. Horses. Animal barns. More importantly though, horses. And then this gives me ability to clear forests. Lets me get lumber yards and, ooh, archers. I'll take carpentry to start with. I think I'm, oh, they're still idle. Oh, they can move a lot then. Guess I'll have them go over there. I've gotten so used to how slow the armies move in Civ. Forgot how quick scouts can move in the endless games. Or amplitude games. Right, so yeah, just move over there. We got more animal remains, more science. Alright. Sanctuary. Sanctuary. Right, set to science mode. Right, so yeah, converts industry and money into science, so that's cool. Build an outpost. With this army's action, you can set up an outpost on an unclaimed territory. And in the future, the outpost can become a city. Alright, that's cool. Animal lair. This is a lair destroy, and you will stop the associated animal from spawning. To destroy a lair, you can ransack. Can I get rid of this? No? You can ransack it with an army on the something tile. Okay. Don't know why that's hiding behind that menu, but okay. You can destroy lairs and enemy outposts or quarters using the ransack action. An army can only ransack a tile if it is able to reach it during the same turn. Alright, fair enough. My eyes are getting dry for whatever reason.
Over this way.
Right, I guess I will build an outpost here. No? What am I supposed to do with a sanctuary? Okay. Let's just explore more then. Another sanctuary. Two sanctuaries? What is a sanctuary? Right, it's my buildings over here going. Astronomy already dead? Not dead, done? Astronomy dead? Yep. Astronomy is dead. Who needs astronomy these days? I love astronomy. Extension, construction, set up a territory. Is now set up in a territory. The territory's borders are painted in your empire's colors, and any extensions can be built in this territory. Quarters will expand the exploited area of your city and increase its production. Left click on a quarter and place it on a map to begin its construction. Okay. So, already doing that right there. It's farmer's quarter. How's my science looking? 2 more turns? Alright, let's investigate whatever this is. I didn't see what that's gave me. Ah. That's not showing me anything. And shown hide the grids. Oops. So just right clicking other games to cancel stuff. Resource deposit. This element indicates the location of a resource deposit. What? Ah, I want those. Okay. I want the diamonds. Then, I guess, the other type of diamond that you see on a card instead of a gem. Resources can be exploited by a city or outpost in the same territory. There are 2 types of resources: strategic, which, yeah, luxury. I know what those are from Endless Legends, the other Endless games. Alright. How's my farmer's quarters looking? If I move you over... This means stagnation? Okay. Don't want to be in stagnation, that's for sure. I want more people. That doesn't really decrease the amount of time that'll take anyways, so... Not gonna worry about that. I do want to select my next... science, though. Most of the technologies unlock constructible game content, units, infrastructures, extensions, etc. Others, however, unlock a specific type of content called empire bonuses. These bonuses are immaterial and will immediately apply across your entire empire. Ooh, that's cool. That's really cool. All right. I think that next I want to get horses unlocked. Let's fish and give. Harbor and a fishery. Masonry. Oh, I didn't even see city defense. I could build walls. I don't think I need that for this scenario. I don't think I'm going to be doing 25 turns. I don't think I'm going to be doing any wars or anything. Excuse me. You know what? On that note, actually, I feel like I should be focusing on science. So I'm going to go ahead and do calendar next, and after calendar, do we have at masonry again? Forced labor. Stoneworkers and watchtower. Writing, I can get money, and science. And then irrigation, more food, stability and food. All right. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Stop. Nope. Dang it. Oh well. That's my fault. There you go. I want to see resources. I want to see where I can get science. Right there. Copper. Copper will give me science. What's this? Stone field. Somewhere preferably close to where my people already are. Like, up here's a stone field. I could build a place up here. Okay. Turn music down. Yeah, I know, I think it's fine to stream. Yeah, it's fine. Sounds really loud to me. Alright, and turn. Carpentry, there we go. Clear forest now. And build lumber yards. Need construction. From your cities, you can create military units. To do so, you need to left-click on their icon in the construction list to send them to the construction queue. Note that in addition to the industry costs, some units need strategic resources to be created. Alright. Oops. Hey, oh, I didn't see what that said. Oops. Special affinity is the... Did I accidentally activate that? Alright, if you left click on this action, the city will stop producing industry and money and instead converting 50% of the original production, only 50% into science. Okay. Last at least 5 turns. After that, you'll be able to return the city to normal by clicking this button again. Plus 1 area available to research. Okay. So that's 7 turns now? Why did that change? I was looking at the queue earlier. Now I used up it. I guess because I built over an industry spot, maybe. All right. Let's see. Claim territory. Let's say 40 money. Okay, that's kind of hard to see that icon with that background. How do I cancel? Okay.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Volunteers? What? Oh, hello, Mammoth. Alright. Alright, I want you to build a city right there. Oops. I want you... I don't want to merge. Ah, you're a warrior. Attack the Mammoth. Let's see what combat in this game is like. Your side is weaker overall. I'll take it. Alright. Confirmation phase. You've engaged in battle. If this was a mistake, you can cancel the attack using the retreat button. If you do so, your army will be moved automatically using its maximum movement points, no matter if they have been spent before, until the end of the turn. The retreating army will receive a retreat status, locking several army actions and preventing further retreat. Note that the enemy can also choose to retreat. You can also left-click on the Confirmed Battle button to commence the fight. Notice the overall army strength to help you estimate the outcome of the battle. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this battle, but it'll give me a feeling of the battle, how the battles work. All right, let's do it. All right, I get to position. I cannot get to high ground. You can move your unit anywhere you want on your side of the battlefield. This is a good moment to use the terrain. Elevation will give you a better vision, combat strength bonus. Forest tiles reduce range damage, and rivers decrease the combat strength of all units fighting on them. Movement points are not depleted. All right. Oh. Oh, there's a bunch of them to fight. There are 3 battle rounds every turn. Of course, huge battles can last much longer than 3 battle rounds, and so it can take place over several turns. As you advance through the eras, the number of battle rounds will generally increase as the number of units engaged in battle rises. The first empire to act in battle is the attacker. They play all their units, and then the defender plays. Each unit can only move and attack once per battle round. I'll click on one of your units to select, then right click on a tile to move or an enemy unit to attack. Don't forget to move first. Not all units are allowed to move after they attack. Hovering the cursor over an opponent's unit while having your unit panel. Okay. While having your unit panel open allows you to see the confrontation simulation. This gives an estimate of how much damage your unit will inflict and suffer, as well as the malices and bonuses applied on its combat strength. Note that the terrain also plays a significant part in this. Alright. Any more tutorials? Okay. Note that you can end a round anytime by left clicking on the button. You can also activate or deactivate the auto battle. I did getting to there. Mode by left clicking on this toggle. Note that a round is automatically ended when all units have attacked. Excuse me. Understood. I do not want to auto battle. My scouts are right there. I did not know they were a part of this battle. Oops. Alright. Let's take this mammoth down. Can I attack again?
That won't work.
Oh!
You ask too much.
Ignores movement penalties from forest. Oh, interesting. I don't want to lose my scouts. Oh! Are you guys okay? Oh my god, there's more of them. I thought there's only 3. Those are some interesting attacks. Oh no, there's more. Yeah, you better run. You better run. I'm gonna take you out so that you can't attack me next turn. You will not quite die from attacking me. Alright, defend, defend. I might actually be able to win this. Potentially. Alright, let's see. If I attack you, you die. And you will die if you attack me. And your strength is a lot less right now. Just a little bit less. So yeah, I'm going to attack you, because you can do more damage to me. And then you're going to die from attacking me. That's fine. There we go. Victory is mine. Alright. If you want to learn more details, you can left click on the panel. Were units destroyed? Alright. Lost 29% of my health. Alright. Cool. New event occurred. Oh, hello. A melody for every occasion. In the remaining iconic city, in the teeming iconic city of Babylon, musicians are a celebrated part of the loyal. Let me try again. In the teeming, iconic city of Babylon, musicians are a celebrated part of the local culture with a long history in holy rites. They bring nobility to religious rituals, jollity to palace celebrations, smiles to the sick and ailing, courage to marching armies, and distraction to the gods. Alas, they are still too small in number, especially the good ones, and now word of their renown has reached across the empire. Lords, priests, commanders, among others, are grousing that their city deserves such arts too. How will you satisfy them? Right, muster street musicians riddle Babylon. They could help commerce elsewhere, even if they distract learning. Uh, Pessimists on Babylon for 10 rounds. What's that mean? Less enlightened citizens result as capital earmarked for schooling and innovation is kept in the treasury coffers. So I get more money and more. Wait, they distract learning, but I get more money and more science for 3 turns? Um, Overproductive. Plus an industry. Ooh. I lose 60 gold. What's that build? Every city will be required to build an institution of music where we can teach new performers. That's expensive. Could have unexpected consequences. So this kind of makes it sound bad. Like the description for muster sounds bad, and the description for parsimonious sounds bad. Less enlightened citizens result less enlightened. Capital earmarked for schooling and innovation is kept in the treasury coffers. But those both say, like, that says I get more money and more science. I don't see a downside to that. I'm gonna take muster. Um, I have enough money to afford to constructible without waiting. I think I shall do that. Wait, I can buy stuff out that's not queued for construction? Is that what it said? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and buy that out. Alright. Get them celebrating with sparkles. Okay. I could get more food around here. I kind of want more industry though. So my food has just gone up a lot. I want more industry. Oops. So industry plus 1 per adjacent industry markers. Does that give me 1 per quarters? Oh, that gives me maximum amount of. Hmm. Okay, that is different from Endless Legends. There is a limit to how many I can have in each section, which means there's also I could have citizens not working at all. I that makes it feel more like Civilization to me than Endless Legends. I'm going to compare those two a lot because they're basically the same type of game, but they go about them in very different ways. And I very much prefer the way Endless Legend handles things over Civilization in so many ways. So that's why I'm going to keep referencing those two because this is a new game that's also 4X strategy. It seems to kind of be combining the two different types in a really weird way, but of course leaning more towards what they're used to doing with the Endless series. Um, at least in Endless Space and Endless Legends. Oh, that's it. They didn't have Dungeons Endless in that little bookcase, did they? Or the first Endless Space. They didn't have the first Endless Space. They had Endless Legends and Dungeon Endless. And they had Endless Space 2. Which I need to play that more. I haven't played that much. Like, barely at all. I haven't completed a single game in it, actually. Win or lose. I just oh, infrastructure. An extension or even unit has been selected. They're put in the construction queue. Okay, that's gonna take 2 turns. What's that do for me, though? Is that that gives me more money, but that is that infrastructure or wait? 18 armies are led by a general. Hold up, what? Excuse me? I don't think I have 18 armies, but okay. I guess I guess I have 18 generals and then I'm able to have up to 18 armies without a penalty? That's what that means? More food is nice. That only takes 2 turns to build. Then I do want some industry. That'll give me. Okay, yeah. So that removes that. Yeah, that's something I'm going to mention in the feedback if I'm able to. That feels too much like Civ and kind of brings in the stuff I didn't like about Civ. Um, and replacing stuff that I did like about Endless Legends, the way that they're handling population and territory expansion or improvements. But it does seem like I can, based on what I'm saying, I can build more than I am able to in Civ. So that's good at least, because I can keep building more and more quarters. It looks like. Um, Whereas in Civ, you can build districts to expand how much stuff you can build, and then once you expand a district, you can only build 3 districts in each city, and then you're done. You can't expand anymore. This looks like I can just keep going and going for a while. That's cool. Notification. I can buy that out for only 7 gold. Screw it. That's cheap. That's less than a turn. Alright, so you at veterancy. Within your army, at least one of your units is considered a veteran, indicated by the stars on this illustration. There are 3 levels of veterancy, and each level adds combat strength bonus to the unit. The veterancy of a unit is increased by defeating other units. Hmm. Hmm. That's Is there not like a upgrade list when they level up, like in those Legends? Ah, I can't sleep till healed yet? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is. Additionally, maybe it's something they're going to implement later, but in all the other games, um, you could like customize your units. No, it's not Civ. It's Humankind. It's kind of like Civ, but it's by the makers of Endless Legends, which is, in my opinion, a lot better than Civ. But from what I'm seeing so far, it feels more Civ-like than Endless Legends is. Um, but yeah, it's what's going on is there's like they're gonna have three scenarios for what they're calling OpenDev, which basically players being able to play test and give feedback on the scenarios. Because that Amplitude, one of their founding points of their company is having their games being driven by community input. Yeah, I got Civ 6 for the Switch because I wanted a game that was like Endless Legends, but I could play mobile. So and it's another 4X strategy game. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll give it a try. I hear great things about Civ. It was okay. I didn't like if I had never played Endless Legends, I may have enjoyed it a lot more. But because I was so used to Endless Legends and I loved Endless Legends so much, I hated Civ. There were so many things in Civ that were just, in my opinion, lacking. Where Endless Legends better. Like for example, in here, and also in Endless Legends and the space games, when you have combat, you can micromanage your combat. You can actually like move your units around and have them attack. Uh, you can have them go up on higher terrain and get a damage bonus from that. You can't do that in Civ, for example, and you don't have to do it here either. You can have it auto battle, but it's an extra feature that you can use if you want to. Right, I thought you were supposed to be going over here to start a new city. Right here. There we go. I want you to come over here and kill this thing. All right, two more turns for my research. I should probably select something new to research after this. I think I will go with writing. And go ahead and end my turn. All right, so that'll take 6 turns. I'm about to get a new population. Right, let's see if I can do over here. Did you not settle down here? Outpost. Okay, outpost creation.
Come over here.
Oh,
Lower your
another
flag.
mammoth. Killed a mammoth. All right. So yeah, I could too start by like selecting like where on my side of the battlefield I start, which I mean I'll just go ahead and start right here, and I think that counts as high ground right there. Then I can move into battle. Oh wait, yeah, and deployment. Um, capture their flag. Well, that's different. That's new. Stay on to start half the on screen and press two buttons at the same time. You can get unlimited sellers. Uh, huh. Pantheon. Okay. Interesting.
That's not possible.
I mean, if I just need to grab the flag, I may as well take out the deer some though, so it doesn't, so I don't get as much damage from the mammoth and a deer attacking me, because you know mammoth and deers um are on the same team. They're friends. Everyone knows this. It's just a simple fact of life. All right, then you defend and you defend. Ow. Ow. Power through. You got this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The deer's gonna kill me. No! Oh, no. I'm fine. Wait, no. No! No! Killed by a deer. Mm. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Yeah, how do I flee? Where's the flee button? Because I don't want my scouts dying. Um, there's supposed to be a way to flee. I just move out of bounds.
Only in the mind's eye.
Didn't expect there to be voices. I'm not seeing the button for fleeing. So that's interesting. All right, go for the flag. You got this. I believe in you. All right, the man is just ignoring me. Oh, I had 2 units. Oh. Okay. All right, well, I got the flag, I think. Is that the flag? No? I'm not I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. It says capture the flag. I just realized I'm covering up UI in the bottom right. I don't think that matters though. It's just the intern button. That's basically it. There's a glitch. There's that glitch works with. I can't read today. Another thing is that glitch works with any pantheons, so you can stack multiple pantheons on each other. So like, you can stack the additional food source on the desert tiles. Stack that 30 times when you. Then you could get unlimited settlers with different pantheon, unlimited warriors with a different one. Hmm. Hmm. Wasn't that interesting though? Maybe if they just stand here for a turn? Okay. Or I just kill them all with some scouts. I don't know why I said capture a flag. It's kind of weird. Hey, you better run away. Right. Calendar has been researched. I can make the science or research quarter. Cool. Oh, and I got population gain. Music has flourished across the empire in light of your choice to hire street musicians. Of course, the style is more chaotic than formal, but the sounds are energetic, alive, and ever evolving. New instruments emerge all the time. The exciting, turbulent musical culture is well established. Jingle, jingle. Alright, so That does not help, apparently. That just keeps that stagnant. One population every 8 turns. If I move it both away, though. Oh, that's how I move both. Okay. I feel like that's the opposite of how they did it with the other games. That reduces that by turn. That helps. Now you can easily get around the patch. Yay. Great. Cool. Where do you build science? I wonder. I want science over there. I need to make my way over there for other industry. Ooh, that gives me stability and influence, huh? At least one unbuilt adjacent tile will augment your new core's production. Alright. Could build one right there. Oh, there's a maximum number of quarters. You need more population to attach new territories to increase it. That's unfortunate. That's more like Civ than like the other endless games. Ah, so you are in Oklahoma. I think you mentioned that. I think you mentioned you're moving there. Oh, so I can also get Tang racks. Okay. So there's an outpost here. Is that done being built? Yes, it is. And I can make it into a city. Costs 100 gold and 3 turns. I can relocate it as well. Yeah, 3 districts. Yeah, this is feeling way too much like Civ. I'm not enough like Endless Legends. Alright, I guess I'll make that into a civilization. Um, where should I explore? Let's go up here. Alright. In turn. Check my phone. Don't mind me. Hey, more hurricane information. I'm not worried about it. At least not here. Could be a cat 1 at best if it hits us. Or when it hits us, rather. Not if, but when. If it was a cat 3, then I might be a little bit worried. But we're used to hurricanes here. Yep, keep going. Keep exploring. Well, what's going on here? A little tiny mountain chain. A few mountains around here. Alright. It's a big territory right there. Looks like I claimed a section of land rather than a spot and then expanding that spot out. Which I think that is more like Endless Legends, and less like um, Civ, but I'm not too sure. Might not be like either. Alright, what we got over here? Horses. We can get science from horses? What? Awesome. I think I got a good understanding of the gameplay so far, though, for this scenario. Yep, just get everything. Why not? And once those are done, I can convert. I can use this to convert everything into science. Hey, speaking of science, um, hey, around here I want foreign outpost, imperial power, siege tactics. How do I get to next era? Oh, that's the ancient. I'm about to get into classical. Hey, let's just go for everything. Make my people super smart. That's the goal, pretty sure. At least for the Babylon scenario, I think that's what the goal is supposed to be. Alright, now I can start building these guys up. Let's get you some science. First, actually, let's get you the millstone first. I'll get you more people, and then we'll get you some science. I mean, I guess. Go over here with that, maybe? No, it's not really a good setup to do here. Requires a lot more thinking about where you're placing your cities now. For resources. Hey, writing. Oh, new event, Sins of the Father. The birth of writing has permitted word of your great deeds to be recorded and disseminated among your people. But it has also allowed a person's steps to be tallied. Ha! In the past, a person's steps died with them. Now they are inherited by their offspring. However, in the new city of Sipar, the political leadership wishes to strike these steps from the record for anyone who makes the city their home. What do you say? Oh boy. The Empire will take on the debt of any citizen who comes and makes Sipar their home. +2 population. Ooh. Minus 100 coin, though. Deny those owned Uh, those owed will be happy to hear their interest paying monies are still due. Yay! More +5 money for 10 turns. In the interest of fairness, only those with small debts will be given the right to settle. And I don't lose coin for that. I get 1 population. I'll take that. And that will help. Okay, that will just keep me in stagnation if I do that, though. Put that over in industry. Both of them. That's at least starvation. Nope, that's still stagnation. Got it. You! Lots of science over here, I see.
Come over here.
We shall build here. Say stagnation. Okay, it's fine. Idle army. Let's move through this mountain chain over here. This mountain pass. Okay. Oh, new event. A game of prophecy. With the empire thriving, a new game hailing from a foreign land beguiles the population. Everywhere you go, the distinctive game board in pieces catching your eye, insisting on a public demonstration. You play the game under instruction uh, in your pal's court, but the event has a string in the tail. The game is reckoned to be a form of divination as well as entertainment. Gasps could be heard as the game's prophecy became clear. You are fated to lose everything. What will you do? This prophecy spread, the results could be devastating. Every witness should be paid off. Let the people gossip. Their prophecy will soon be proved false. -5 stability. Ooh. Heed. We must listen to divination. Prepare for the worst. Superstitious. Um. Uh. Uh. Hold on. How's my stability? -5% for. Oh, that would destroy me. -50% stability. I lose my cities. Oh, I can just... Interesting. Can I go city growth? Yeah, that doesn't really help out, does it? Yeah. I guess I'll take less science. Wait for it to pay everyone off. I'll heed the prophecy. I'll heed the warnings, fine. Orange superstitions. Orange superstitions. Alright.
Okay.
You have to find like any unique areas as well. Not sure if that's going to be a thing or not. I'd love for it to be a thing. This map is pretty small. What did I just do? Oops. I don't know what I did. I need more money to make. Oh, it costs more and more money each time you make something to a city. Oh, arson's quarter. Hmm. Must be placed on a deposit. It's placed next to one, though.
Follow me. Over this way.
Alright. The rest of this should go pretty smooth and quick now that I know what I'm doing. There's not much happening other than just the waiting game of
Understood.
things being built.
Off we go.
Which is to be expected for a 4X game. You leave my city alone. Mm,
No way. No. No way. You ask too much. Not in this world. That won't work. No way. Not in this world.
they don't know how boats work. Yet.
Come over here.
Is that even in here somewhere? Yes, it is. Fishing, sailing. Here it is.
Over this way. Follow me.
A new event. All right. I like how there's a lot of events. That keeps it interesting and cool. The first calendar. The innovation of the calendar heralded a glorious day in the Empire's history. Now, with two major cities and numerous farming affairs needing to be harmonized across the land, it is time to standardize this calendar. Traders must have an easy means of synchronizing their activities. By what means do you wish to track the days? Interesting. The learned assure that this calendar will better stand the passing of the seasons. Lunar, the waxing and waning of the moon is something familiar and comforting to the people. I mean, lunar. So originally our months. So we have 12 months. Originally they were called months. They used to have an extra O in them. That's where they were based off the word moon. Um, at least that's what I learned in astronomy class. How true it is, I don't know, but it makes sense because they used to be a different. Let's put it this way: we didn't used to have August. Augustus added in August, or or somebody added in August to honor Augustus. One of those two, I don't remember. I actually learned about that one in a coins class, ancient numismatics class. I learned about a bunch of ancient Greeks and Romans because of that. But yeah, a full cycle of the moon is roughly a month. It's 28 days, basically, roughly. Um, solar? Our days are based on solar. I mean, that gives us a sense of time during the day using a sundial, but that doesn't tell us like, you know, months. It could tell us years though. How long it's in the sky. So yeah, as solar is good for the seasons, lunar is not. Lunar, well, solar would be seasons and hours. So the wider and the shorter spans. Lunar would just be months and weeks, basically. So the middle spans. I guess solar would be a better option. Think about this logically. I don't think this choice matters in the next 11 turns, but I'm a thinker, dang it. I'm gonna see what happens if I do this. Oh, I'd have... Oh. Wait, why can't I build it here? Sure, go for it. Can I build those over here? Hello. Please walk away. You're neutral. Let's keep it that way. Oh, can I get another district now? Hey, I can. Cool.
I'm on it. Let's go. Come over here.
A lot of deer over here. Oh, my neck is cramped.
Will do.
All right. Hey, more science.
Let's go.
Remember correctly, there's something around here.
Off we go.
Found it.
Follow me.
I'd say it didn't take too long to get used to how things work. I never did find a flee button in combat though. They make that a little bit more obvious. So far, this game is still fun. I will say that. It is still fun. I just feel like it would be more fun if it was more along the lines of the gameplay of Endless Legends.
Over this way.
Hi there. Can I help you? What?
Uh-huh.
Are you going to attack me? Won't you do it? New event, Animal Magic. As the harvest season draws close, the common folk are worried. With many farms scattered across the empire last year, an infestation of rodents, largely rats and mice, plundered granaries. However, rumors have it that one enterprising village mitigated the problem by using cats. But you also know that sailors use a new kind of predator named a ferret. Which of them do you employ officially? Cats are bigger and can't catch all the mice, but they're more resilient. Ferrets smaller, they'll be more efficient even if they are more fragile. I don't see what fragility would do with hunting mice. I don't think the mice are gonna fight back. Um, Also, so what? They're more fragile. Just breed more of them, then you have more of them to go hunting. Ferrets it is. I've never heard of people using ferrets to hunt mice before, but let's go for it. Philosophy. New administrator. Oh, that's good to have. Yeah, I guess those aren't working yet. I hope this. I hope these open dev scenarios aren't just like each week. I hope there's a decent amount of time in between each one because I want them added more. I want them taking our input and changing things based on that before the next open dev scenario. But I also want to see more stuff implemented. I want to be able to test out some of the other stuff that wasn't implemented during this scenario. Um,
Come over here.
but maybe they'll do another like separate round of open dev for that, like with different scenario, like 3 different scenarios. But I feel like they're only planning on doing 3 scenarios, so I don't know if that's gonna be the case. I don't know how they're planning on doing it. Don't attack me, please. I won't attack you, you don't attack me. We good? Cool. Just gonna collect the remains of your brethren over here. Oh, you're done over here? Alright. Alright. Wow. Sure. So there are still a lot of improvements I can add without having used districts. So that's awesome, I will say. Um, that does make it not quite as bad, but yeah, I still feel like the addition of districts, a limited number of districts especially, is it kind of turns me away. Makes me want to go play Endless Legends instead. What's that? Mercury? Ah.
Follow me. Over this way.
Over this way.
Oh, we gotta go around now? Okay. Sure. Not sure why, but okay. Alright. That's the end of the scenario.
Hi, it's me again, back to say just a few words. First and most obviously, thank you for playing. We really hope you enjoyed it. Again, keep in mind that this is just a glimpse of what the full game will have to offer. The scenario you just played was specifically designed for OpenDev. Now, if you have time, we would really appreciate hearing your feedback. The game designers have put together a
Yeah, I
list
got
of
time.
questions
That's why I'm
that will
doing
help
this.
us make Humankind the very best historical strategy game. If you're interested in hearing more about this, come join the community on Games Together.
Yep, definitely recommend it.
Thanks again for playing, and thank you for leaving your mark on Humankind.
Remember they had like I played Dungeon of Endless when it was in alpha, and I love that game so much. And they had like polls for like what should be implemented next, and actually that is why they decided to add multiplayer. That was part of the poll. Many people voted on it, and they added multiplayer for Dungeon of Endless. They originally were not planning on adding that in, but they added it in because people asked for it. The story of this encounter is somewhat different from official historical records, perhaps, but it was a great, memorable journey nonetheless. 1 outpost, 2 territories attached, 6 population, 2 units, 4 technologies, 8 extensions. How would you like to replay and see if you can do even better? I will give my feedback. Thank you for playing the OpenDev Scenario 1. We hope you enjoyed it. Because your opinion truly matters, we would appreciate if you took the time to tell us about your experience with the OpenDev. It should not take more than 10 minutes and will greatly help our team bring Humankind to our next level. Alright, I'm going to put on Be Right Back screen just in case it shows information about my account or asks for information about my account. Alright, it does not. Alright, good to go. How many times have I played this scenario? 1 time, 5 or more times. How would you rate your overall experience with this OpenDev scenario? I would say I am satisfied. I won't say very satisfied. It is not quite up to my what I was expecting because of my experience. Wow, that is making me look like a ghost because of the bright light screen. It's not quite up to my expectations because I was expecting it to be more like Endless Legends, less like Civ. How likely would you recommend it to a friend? I would still highly recommend it because while it does not meet everything I was expecting, it it's still an Amplitude game. I love Amplitude. I believe they're going to do the right stuff with it. I believe they're going to make the right decisions. They I've never been unimpressed by an Amplitude game yet. Um, but on top of that, it's doing something that I thought Civ should have done long ago, which is base it on off of history, not just add in different people from different eras, and put them all in the same game and have them fight each other. Basically, is what Civ does. But like going through events that happened or may have happened in history and kind of making an alternate history situation based off of it. Um, Granted, it is still a 4X game. Hopefully, they put more into the game, like making it more based on alternate history. Like let's say America, for example, during Revolutionary War. Well, if somebody took this action instead of this action, how would that have changed the course of history? I want to see stuff like that. I want to see like butterfly effect stuff, and long-term butterfly effect stuff. Like if Britain never sent a colony to America, how would the world be different? We want to have a United States, and the United States is like a big player in like much of the world. That's why so many countries learn English, like or teach English as a second language as a requirement, because they expect people have to do something with America at some point in their lives. Which is still incredible how America is such a huge focus of the world, even though our financial situation is terrible and our political situation is terrible. But that's a different topic. How likely would you recommend Humankind game to a friend based on your experience with the OpenDev? Oh, so without the OpenDev versus with the OpenDev. I was already recommending it before the OpenDev. I was really looking forward to it. After the OpenDev, I'm a little less impressed, so I'll just say I recommend it. I'm still impressed. Did you enjoy exploring the map? I somewhat liked it. I feel like it could be more the exploration could be more enjoyable. Main reason why you explored the map. More curiosities. Um, Other opens up a text box. Yeah, okay. Kind of like, okay, select all. Discovering the world. And territory settle. Why did you participate in battle? It knows I did a battle. I want to try it out. That's the main reason. It was an accident. Units were in my way. Nope. I wanted to try it out, and I thought it would be fun, which it was. In terms of difficulty, how difficult was it to win the battle? I thought it was very easy actually. Easier than what the estimate said. The estimate said my units were overall weaker. I still won. Still on the difficulty or easiness to win the battle. What did you think about the level of difficulty? Wait, how are these questions different? Doesn't change that. How difficult was it to win the battle? What's the level of difficulty of the battle? Okay, so I guess this is for me how easy was it to win the battle. I thought it was very easy to win. How would I rate it compared to like I guess most battles in other similar games? Considering those were base level units and my character's base level units, I feel like, and those were also neutral. They weren't like enemies. They were just neutral, like live game. They're just stuff to hunt. I feel like it is on par. I feel like they should have been easy to fight, easy to defeat, even with. I think it's weird that like I had like 5 people take on 3 mammoths or 4 mammoths and win. That feels a little bit too easy, like realistically speaking, but gameplay speaking, I feel like that's about on par. I should be able to fight those types of units with about that much or less. Um, and when I say 4 or 5 people, I mean there's that many people in one unit for the warriors. Yeah, I think that's about on par. I think they have that on par of what it should be. How did you choose your research? By looking at each unlock. I did not look at each unlock. Usually I do that when I expect to be playing the game for the long term. I look at what I want in the long run. If it goes down tree like the way it does there. In the previous games, it usually doesn't. the other endless games. Um, but this I mainly went by their name, individuals, but more so like what it would unlock, each unlock would give me. What was my objective? Uh, Usually it's to adapt to my current needs. I don't know, usually it's to build a long-term strategy, but this time it's my current needs. I'm gonna go with what I usually do. I feel like that would shape the game better with what I usually do because it's supposed to be long-term scenarios. These are just short-term for um, e experimentation purposes, for feedback purposes. Which way did you approach technology's prioritization? Spontaneously. I sometimes stop to think about my technology choices. I usually put a lot of choice into it. How long did it take the technology to unlock? I think it's a fair pace. Well, especially since, okay, so that was, I kept thinking about in terms of eras. So there's the ancient era and the classical era already available. Eventually there's going to be more modern eras. There's going to be a lot of eras. I was able to get up to the classical era within 30 turns. I think that was 30 turns. About 30 turn scenario, roughly, if I remember correctly. I was able to get up to the classical era within 30 turns. And within like 10 more turns, I would have had the last thing unlocked. But there's also other stuff in there. And other stuff's gonna take longer. I think that was fair pace. How did you find the technology unlocked? Honestly, compared to other Amplitude games, they're kind of lacking. I will say they're kind of boring. They didn't really give me much. I mean, I assume it will get better. I'm gonna put that into please specify. If only access to ancient and um, classical uh, technologies at the time. I feel like the I feel like they were a bit subpar. Is that how you spell that word? Nah, I was gonna say a bit boring. Use their own words. My assumption is, eh, is that the further the eras go, the more interesting the technologies. The only reason I'm spelling that out is because if that is not what they're planning, I assume they'll take that into account. Like, if that's how, if they're all that boring, then they'll be like, oh, maybe we should make it more interesting. But if that's the way it's laid out already, where in the future eras are going to be more and more interesting, which generally they are, like at least for our mindset, like ancient times. Wow, I learned how to make a wheel. Cool. Modern times. Wow, I can make nuclear fission engines. Yes. That's kind of what I mean there. I feel like it's going to be more interesting that I'm going to be able to get more out of newer technologies, as far as benefits from those technologies. Did you chase curiosities? Yes. Curiosities and motivation to explore the map. Somewhat. I feel like they're better in other games, especially Endless Legends. In Endless Legends, they would unlock quests, and those are really fun to hunt down and do those. And here it's just, okay, here's some science, here's some money. You just mentioned curiosities for a motivation to explore map. Could you tell us why? Does not give me an option to specify. I'll say it was fun, and I'll put other, even though it's not letting me specify. How important was curiosity collection overall? Yeah, I'll say it's not that important. Did you find curiosities worth collecting for the economic bonuses? No. 10 gold, 10 science, that's not much. I'm gonna say no. Did you use science mode? I did not. I do see its use, but I did not use it. Did you use the cut force action? I did not. What was your favorite part in the scenario? Um, what's the next stuff? Is there anything else you want to share regarding experience? Okay, so that's where I'm going to mention other stuff. So my favorite part of the scenario. I would say combat. I love how I can micromanage the combat. I think that was pretty fun. Combat. What was your least favorite part? Least favorite part would be honestly the city building. The way the city building has changed, um, compared to other games that Amplitude has made. And I'm going to expand on that in the next section. Including your nickname in our thank you video. Sure. So, okay, I think this is the last question. It says I have 5% more, but I think if I click next, it's gonna finish it. So, but this is a question I'm gonna basically be saying the stuff I said while I was playing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. Um, because I'm going to go into a lot of detail about what I thought is better and how I think they could make it better based on other games they've made. How it feels more like a Civ game than an endless game. It feels more like a Civilization game than a Amplitude game to me. So yeah, it's going to go into more detail about that in this question, and then submit my feedback, and hopefully they'll make good changes based on the feedback from myself and other people who are doing this. Um, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and live stream and or slash video. I'm going to upload this to YouTube. I'm going to end it here. I hope everyone enjoyed watching. I plan to do more of these when the other scenarios come out. Um, there's going to be 3 scenarios, at least for this round. If there's only 1 round, if there's more rounds, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to do more videos when I'm able, when the scenarios come out. But this has been fun. Like I said, I did enjoy this. I feel like it could be better, especially with. I feel like it's not as fun as Endless Legends, for example. I'm going to use that as an example because I love Endless Legends so much. I played the heck out of that. How many hours do I have in that game? Hold up. Steam, where are you? Steam, get over here. Endless Legend. I have 61 hours in that game. That's honestly, I thought I had more. Endless Space, I have 55. Endless Space 2, I only have 9. Dungeon of Endless, I have 137. It's one of my most played games, actually. Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my 9th most played game, which only recently became number 9. Used to be number 8. Fallout Friday has made that number 9. Also, actually, recently used to be number 7. Now I'm looking at it. And Endless Legends is my 20th most played game. So yeah, yeah, I love the the Amplitude games. Um, I love the Endless series, and this kind of felt subpar compared to what I'm used to with their games, just because of the way they went with the mechanics. Yep. Hope everyone enjoyed, and enjoy the rest of your week. And as usual, which Wednesday we'll be doing this week, and Fall Friday will be back again this Friday, unless something happens, stuff gets in the way, but I don't think it will. We'll see. Probably not, but yeah, streams will probably be happening.